Hey guys, welcome to German Tesla. I just wanted to make a quick video, another video on Autopilot, and I'm just going to go through a few scenarios that I've gotten on film over, a couple of weeks, and let me know what you think. Leave some comments, and let's get to the footage. So here's an example of when the car is going to stop automatically with Autopilot. You can see that it actually stops pretty nice and smoothly, and it will actually come to a complete stop, and it won't start going again until the car starts moving once again. And see here, you can see that the car is slowly easing up with the car in front of you, and it tries to continue to match its speed. Alright. Here's another example of this, but here, if you look, there's two people to the right, and it doesn't show them on the screen, which I thought was interesting. So here's another example. The car is going to actually turn off to the right, and my car is going to slow down, because it also sees the blue car, which came to a stop. And so it started stopping a little bit early. It's going to come to that nice slow stop. And then it slowly starts easing again once the car in front of you starts going. So it's very smooth, easy to use as long as there's a car. Here's another example of Autopilot and how it will take a turn. So as long as you're in the right lane, the left lane, there's two lanes that actually go left here on the interstate. If you stay in the furthest left lane, the car will follow the curve around. But as you can see in the picture here, if you are in the right lane, which is the left and the right lane both go left, but the right lane also goes straight, the car will actually continue straight along that path instead of taking it left. Here's another example of showing the car following a straight path when you could also have gone right. You notice the car could have gone right here, but instead it actually stays in the lane that it's in, and it continues straight. Another thing I thought was nice to show here is the fact that the car sees that the lanes are coming together, and that truck, we were actually supposed to be going a faster speed than that truck was going, but the car actually slowed down and yielded behind the pickup truck. One issue that I wanted to point out was the fact that ever since I got the new update, I've noticed that when I'm pulling in, the speed stays at the higher speed limit of the previous speed limit on the road. For example, we came into this downtown area, the speed limit was around 35 miles per hour. What you can see there is that the speed on the Autopilot stayed at around 55 miles per hour, which could be dangerous. Typically, it would automatically lower, what we're used to. Right here is another example of the car going through an intersection, which is kind of a confusing intersection. When we drove through it, you can see the car handled that really nicely. There was no issues at all. The car just goes exactly where it's supposed to. So what I want to show right here is how when a car decides to turn, you can see the Model 3 tends to slam on brakes a long ways away from the car. My biggest issue is the fact that it stops and then it doesn't start going again until the car's completely turned, which I feel like is holding people behind you up. You could go a little earlier. That's just one of my things. Right there, I just wanted to show that's a situation where Autopilot wouldn't go around the debris in the middle of the road, and so I did actually had to take over, go around the debris, but then it gets together in the single lane just fine. So this is a quick clip of Autopilot going around a pretty quick turn. And at the end here, you can see we get a little nervous with Autopilot because it gets really close to the car in the oncoming traffic. Give us a little bit of a scare there. right here I'm going to show how far away Autopilot detects a car coming into the road. As you can see, it slows down quite a bit from 50 miles per hour all the way back down. And it saw that car in front of us a good while away. Here's going to be a good example of a really sharp turn coming up here. And Autopilot doesn't really take it that well. It seems we've had an issue with something similar on another really like a 90-degree turn, and so what you'll see here is I end up having to take over, going around the turn, and there it goes. It started going towards the guardrail, and I had to grab it really fast and basically take control. And after that, I basically said I'm going to drive to the place where we were going hiking. From there, I enjoy the nice turns. So now we've had our day, and now we're actually back on Autopilot, and we're coming back from hiking, and you can see that it actually goes around these corners really well. The trick that I found out to do, you have to control your speed and not let Autopilot control its speed. So around these really curvy roads, what I would do is I would drop it down to 25 miles per hour when I was going around really sharp turns, as you can see I do right here. And then when I would get back onto a straightaway, I would jump it up to say 30, 35 miles per hour, which is really easy to do in the Model 3 with the scroll wheels. You just scroll it quickly down or scroll it quickly up, and it jumps 5 miles per hour. So it doesn't take but a second to do. You are still having to do something, but to get some footage of how the car goes around curves, at 25 miles per hour, it seems to handle them really well. So I thought it was pretty good. I learned some things, and I wouldn't say that it's completely ready to drive itself by any means, but it's getting so much better every update, and you get an update once a month almost, so it's coming quickly.